Hey Lions fans, we have some big news to share with our newest defensive star, Za'Darius Smith, and his journey to Detroit. So buckle up, because you won't want to miss any of the details. But before we dive into today's exclusive story, be sure to hit that like button so you don't miss any Lions updates. Okay, let's break it down. Social media was abuzz recently after our newly acquired defensive end Za'Darius Smith dropped a cryptic SMH post just as the NFL trade deadline was heating up. Fans everywhere were left scratching their heads. What did that mean? Was Smith unhappy or frustrated? Well, in his first press conference with Detroit, Smith set the record straight. He admitted it was all a matter of timing. It was taking too long. Obviously, after that, it was done. I deleted it, he explained. Sorry for the fans who were thinking otherwise. But man, yeah, happy to be here and happy to be with this football team. Smith's excitement about being in Detroit was evident, and that energy seems infectious. Even wide receiver Jameson Williams got in on the fun, reminiscing about how dominant Smith was in the Madden video game franchise. He used to be a problem in the Madden game, Williams said with a laugh. I'm really praying that he comes in and helps us a lot. I know what he can do and the havoc he can wreak on the D-line. If that doesn't get you excited, Lions fans, I don't know what will. So how did the trade come about? After Aiden Hutchinson's injury, Detroit knew it needed reinforcements. Smith was ready for a change, and when his previous team, the Browns, began to struggle, the pieces fell into place. I was happy, man, Smith said. I got the call from the GM in Cleveland, Andrew Berry, and he was telling me, Z, we did this for you. And I was like, we did this? So, we're going to Detroit? And he was like, yeah, you're going to Detroit. You can hear the excitement in his voice, knowing he's joining a team that's chasing a championship. Defensive tackle DJ Reader was quick to praise the acquisition, calling Smith a proven player and the king of the North for his success with other NFC North teams. Lions fans, that's the kind of veteran leadership we need. He played great. Great experience, great leadership, Reader added. With Smith now on board, our young defensive ends have a mentor who knows how to get it done on the field and in the locker room. But what about Smith's own goals? He's clear on his mission, to help this team reach new heights without adding unnecessary pressure. I'm not going to put pressure on myself. I'm going to be Z. Come in here and be myself. Energetic guy, man, Smith shared. He's already bonding with teammates like Josh Paschal, and he's impressed with what he's seen on the practice field. The things we're doing in practice, I see why this football team is so dominant. That's what we love to hear. Now, let's talk about Smith's return to familiar territory. Having played for both the Packers and Vikings, Smith knows the NFC North like the back of his hand. When I got the call and they told me I was coming here, I thought I was going to go back up north and basically play against these guys again, he said. It's all good. Cheeseheads, great fan base, man, and going to the Vikings with the skull was big, too. Now I'm in the right place, so you know what time it is. I'm going to face them, twice now. It's going to be big, man. Lions fans, I can already feel the intensity building for these matchups. One aspect of this trade that has been a bit unique is the timing. Smith was traded just as his old team, the Browns, were preparing for their bye week. Instead of a relaxing break, he found himself packing his bags and heading to Detroit. Luckily, head coach Campbell understood the situation. His is unique. There are those things, and I think that creates stress that you can alleviate, Campbell said. The Lions have given Smith a few days off to deal with personal issues, including dealing with hurricane-related issues at his home in Florida. This is leadership and empathy at its best from Coach Campbell, prioritizing Smith's long-term well-being. So, Lions fans, what do you think? Are you ready to see Za'Darius Smith make an impact for Honolulu Blue? Let us know in the comments below. Now, last season, cornerback was our Achilles heel. We all remember that. Opposing quarterbacks were having a field day, and it hurt. But oh, how things have changed, Lions fans. This year, the upgrades we made are already paying off in a big way. We traded for Carlton Davis, signed Amick Robertson, and spent high draft picks on Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakestraw. The results? A night and day difference. Having this solid cornerback talent has been a game-changer for defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn. Now, with the sixth highest blitz rate in the league at 29.8%, we can mix in man coverage like never before. In Week 10, the Lions lead the league in man coverage usage, running 44% of the team. That's a testament to how much confidence this coaching staff has in our corners. And honestly, it shows. Sure, Terrion Arnold struggled early in the season with penalties, there's no hiding that. One analyst even called for him to be benched, which, let's be honest, seemed a bit reactionary. But since the bye week, Arnold has turned things around with 0 penalties in the last 4 games. That's what you love to see, Lions fans, a young player adjusting and growing before your eyes. The coaching staff believed in him, and it's paying off in spades. Carlton Davis has had a few issues with penalties himself, with 4 of his 8 flags coming in one rough outing against Seattle. But let's put this in perspective, those penalties are often the price of playing aggressive, tight coverage. I'll take a few flags here and there if it means our corners are sticking to receivers like glue. Davis has brought that needed edge to our secondary, and the results speak for themselves. And when you look at the numbers, Davis and Arnold are shining. According to Judah Forgang's charting at Pro Football Focus, both rank among the top 5 cornerbacks in single coverage rate. Arnold is number 2, while Davis sits at number 5, each playing single coverage over 60% of the time. Robertson is also above the 60% mark. That's some serious work by this unit, and it's a massive reason why our defense has been so effective. Separation grade is another key metric to consider, and Davis and Arnold both score above average on this scale. Sure, Robertson isn't quite on their level here, but he's far from a liability. We've gone from a secondary that was a clear weakness to one that's stepping up and allowing our pass rush to get home. Alright, Lions fans, let's pivot to the other side of the ball because we need to talk about Jared Goff. This man has been playing out of his mind. With the Lions sitting at 7-1, a huge part of that success is due to our Pro Bowl QB. Get this, Goff is on pace to set the NFL's single-season completion percentage record at 74.9%, according to NBC Sports. That's historic. Rain, snow, or shine, Goff is delivering. He's thrown 14 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions this season, and his passer rating is sitting pretty at 115.0. Ever since coming over from the Rams, he's taken his game to a new level in Detroit. We knew he was good, but now he's proving he's great. Hats off to him for answering the call and silencing any doubters. And Goff's success isn't just about him, it's a team effort. The Lions have one of the best supporting casts in the league. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs form an electric backfield duo, giving Goff balance and opening up play-action opportunities. Then there's Amon-Ra St. Brown, an all-pro wide receiver who's a nightmare to cover. Oh, and let's not forget Pro Bowl tight end Sam Laporta, a matchup nightmare in his own right. With all these pieces clicking, it feels like we're watching the best Lions team in history come together. Championship contention? Absolutely. And a lot of that is thanks to head coach Dan Campbell and his leadership. But Goff? He's been the engine driving this machine. Alright, Lions fans, I want to hear from you. How do you feel about our revamped cornerback room? Are you as hyped about Goff's potential record-breaking season as I am? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more exclusive Lions content. Until next time, go Lions!